Is to offer series. I started on the 26th of September, and today is the 3rd of October, so that would have been 1 week. Started last week Friday, looking for offers and deciding to pivot fully into sales, the sales world, and so it's a week. It's crazy. Let me get right into it. Today I had two calls. Well, two calls that were scheduled for today. I had one call with an AI company that sells, AI packages to businesses, automation, etc. And you know, 20 seconds, 15 seconds into the call, the the lady was like, we actually don't accept beginners for this position. If you are a beginner, please leave the call. No, it was like there were like 15 people in the call, and I'm gonna get to that a bit later. But it was just funny. I'm a beginner to sales, right? I'm a beginner closer, and she was just like, if you're a beginner, please exit the call. And that was funny. But I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay because I did schedule a one-on-one. What's the worst that can happen? If anything, I waste her time, or she says that I wasted her time. But I might as well just try. Like, I might as well just try and see what can happen. So I scheduled a call for next week, and I'm gonna try and lay it on as best as I can. That, hey, I'm a coach book guy. I learned quickly, etc. So I'm gonna see how that goes. But I'm gonna make the attempt, because why not? What's the worst that can happen? I was supposed to have another call this afternoon, but then that didn't come to fruition because the person basically had to postpone. Something came up, but I got a response from a LinkedIn job that I applied to that I didn't even remember that I applied to, which is good. Which is good, and it taught me a good lesson, which is that you must always keep building your pipeline, your offer pipeline. I saw this YouTube video a while back. Maybe it was from this guy called JD Haley or something like that, some sales guy. And one of his clients basically said, one of his students of his coaching said, dream offer pipeline creation. So I came up with, I took some of that and I made it offer pipeline creation, which means that you must never become complacent. Like, even after I get hired to an offer, I'm gonna keep applying. I'm gonna keep looking out for jobs. I'm gonna keep applying. I'm gonna keep looking for positions, because why not? You don't ever want to become complacent, and I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't, because I could have been like, oh, I have two calls today. I don't need to apply. I don't need to put in the work, but I did anyway, because stuff like this happens where, number one, it's a group call, and so you're not being placed, and number two, somebody could postpone, and so you don't even have the call in the first place. So my goal is to always keep looking for offers, and whichever platform or avenue works, you double down on that and you do more. You do more of it. So if one platform works and you're getting results from one platform, you double down. And finally, this is competitive as fuck. It really is, bro. It really is. Like, one of the statements I have is, there are worlds within crafts. So I used to dabble in a lot of different stuff when I was younger. A couple years back, I did design, I did animation, I did posting to TikTok. I did so many stuff, so many different things that I looked into. And you always believe that it's easy, like high ticket sales or appointment setting. You see online, oh, make this amount per month and you just get commissions. But finding the offer is the difficulty, especially as a person who's never gotten an offer before, if it's your first offer. Because people always say, oh, getting an offer is easy, you just highlight your experience. I'm talking about, I've never been on an offer before. I've had one sales call, but that's a different story. But I've never been on an offer. And so getting that first offer is difficult. It's difficult, especially if you don't know people, if you don't have a network, if you don't know people, if you're starting from scratch as somebody who doesn't know people. It's difficult. It's difficult, right? And so it's competitive, because in the AI call that I was on, there were 17, 15 people there, maybe 14. Let's say 14, right? 14 people there, including myself. And it was a group call, which means that everybody that was there had applied to the job, and the job was posted on Glassdoor, probably on LinkedIn too, but it was on Glassdoor, which means that 14 people applied, including myself, and they all got collected into this group call. And a lot of the people there were older than me. Like, had some guy who was like 50 something, another guy who was 30 something, and these people had experience. And so it just proves that it's a very competitive It's a very competitive industry, and if you want to succeed, you have to put in the work. It's inevitable. You really can't be lazy in this industry. But this is day 7 of 30 days to offer. So I've got 21 days more. Thanks for watching.